and easy. So then it lost the piercing, which I think has put it in a pretty good spot. It's a really huge, safe weapon, but not the best for speedrunning, because you are going to get hung up on lots of enemies. But if you have that Ring of Piercing, that kind of restores it back to, its former broken state, where it can just smash through huge hordes of enemy all at once. But anyway, race is underway. We've got an immediate potion here, and an extra bomb. We might see one or both of the racers just go for it. And yeah, we're going to see exactly that. Both racers finding the extra bomb and immediately bombing to this potion room. Possible blood shop over there on the right as well. Probably going to want to check that. I imagine if it's not a blood shop, it's like a transmog, we're probably going to see a quick reset. Blood shop, base axe, and luminous torch. Yeah, I think in that you only take the base axe. The torch of walls, giving you so much information on your map. Base axe may only be a 1 damage axe, but axe is another really strong weapon. Many racers arguing that it is the strongest weapon for speedrunning in the game right now. The ability to just move, attack, and hit 3 tiles all at once is so strong. Ooh, okay, so we're seeing Goof here is going to take Shrine of Space and bomb it for the Miner's Cap, while Tufwfo isn't going to touch it at all. That's going to make screen watching a little bit of an interesting affair, because Shrine of Space does affect the way floors are generated. So we're going to see a lot of differences between these two players' runs. So Tuff finding a titanium longsword, having skipped the blood shop and not gotten the space axe. Pretty nice find for him. Titanium longsword, as I mentioned before, very safe, reliable weapon, very easy to understand. Not the fastest, but pretty strong and steady. And oh, that's bad for Goof. Looking to get a damage up, a stronger weapon, and just getting a blunt crossbow, really not what you want. And when it's a choice of 1 damage weapons, I definitely have to agree the axe is the way to go. But Tufwfo, happy with his titanium longsword, just gonna get an easy shield spell out of that, which is really strong. Goof, though, can buy this titanium broadsword, which I'm sure he's much happier to have than the base axe or that blood crossbow that we saw earlier. Last whip, probably not much wanted on either side, but we can see that, yeah, the differences in floor generation. The room where Goof found that glass whip, Tufwfo had nothing in there at all. And both racers hitting Coral Rip at almost the exact same time. Both gonna have the tools for a quick kill here as well. Tufwfo with the shield spell and Goof with the broadsword. Gonna opt to save the bomb, while Tufwfo is gonna spend it here. We'll see if that ends up making the difference in the end. Tufwfo getting a free spell. Probably going to see Goof go for the same thing here. Boss chests tend to be the same despite Shrine of Space's meddling. Sure enough, going to see that free spell. Yeah, interesting. You can see the way it added the room here in this Zone 3 floor. An extra room kind of down by the shop on Goof's side, but mostly the same layout in this case. But sometimes Zone 3 generations change quite a bit. And we see that right here. These Zone 3 floors looking considerably different between the two, 3-2 floors here, between the two racers. But, yeah, Tufwfo pushing ahead here, looking to finish up Zone 3. Goof finding a quick trap door and probably going to want to take it, considering that's a pretty nasty blue dragon position. Going to be down to his deep blues fight. Pretty easy cleanup with that titanium broadsword. Tufwfo doing a little bit of shopping here, getting a backpack. Goof going to freeze here and finish up the fight nice and quick. In this case, I think could either look for a faster weapon or good ring. Finding a ring of luck, not bad considering that he does not have the lucky charm. It's going to give him that bat protection and those crate upgrades. But yeah, we're seeing some differences in the boss chest here, because Tufwfo finding the Earth spell instead. Ooh, bit of a surprise Warlock teleport there on Goof's side. But yeah, both racers pushing pretty strongly here. Oh, nice dodging that Fire Pig from Goof. Oh, that same Fire Pig just torching Tufwfo here. That said, Tufwfo does still have his potion on deck, so he's not too worried about this, I would imagine. Finding a glass sphere, going to stick with the safety of his titanium longsword, though. Goof, getting a little bit of a swarmy situation here. Miner's Cap can cause this sometimes. I'm just gonna blood freeze through this. Nice use of the bomb trap. Should probably consider eating that cheese. Goof in a very scary position right now. But cleans it out, gets the exit. Gonna eat his cheese right there. Probably gonna be conjuring armor here. And boots. Oh. Getting leaping and conjuring again after the levitation boots and getting leaping out of this. This could speed him up considerably. Trying to bomb that crate, but accidentally pushing it away. Getting a nice ham pickup. That's gonna give him a lot of safety, a lot of potential blood freezes from that. Nice freeze there, just gonna try and clean this room out quickly. Whoa, a little bit of a messy situation there, but alright, leaping here. Just gonna push right into the boss room. Having some trouble with these Blade Masters though. Leaping can make them a little bit tricky. Okay, could freeze here. Yeah, gonna just freeze to finish this fight up quickly. Missed his Flawless, so is just going to leave here. Both racers missing their Flawless. And, okay, this is where things could, where the difference between leaping and float and levitation boots could really start to show itself. Levitation going to deny Tuff the ability to use the electric boost on the conduit. Something Goof is still going to very much have access to. That said, Goof taking so much damage in these two floors. Really has to watch it. Very clean 5-2 though on Goof's side, but oh, maybe being a little too aggressive with these boots of leaping. Needs to really be careful here, because he's got a pretty solid lead now, but he needs to stay alive. Getting hung up on these skulls here a bit, getting a little flustered, but gonna make it through down to his Dead Ringer. Spending a bomb. Interesting. Just keeping the Minotaur out of his hair. But, oh, this is not what you want to see. Oh, Dead Ringer just barely on the freeze range, and just in time on the last beat of the freeze, cleaning up the skeleton, blocking the Kong. Very close Dead Ringer fight for Goof, but going to be continuing on. Just letting Dorian kind of tank that bomb here. I think trying to use the monkey there to tank, help him tank that last bomb. Gonna turn leaping on and immediately jump into the Minotaur! Oh no, Goof! Goof, not like this! Oh, and there we go. Tufwfo finishing up the Necromancer fight very cleanly. And that's race 1. Goof maybe just getting a little bit cocky with those boots of leaping, just overusing them and just tanking damage, tanking hit after hit after hit, and just barely not having enough health to survive that last Minotaur tank. Oh, that is rough. We are seeing some really crazy endgame spills in these sets. Oh, that's for sure. Alright, race number 2 underway. Goof gonna be looking for a little bit of redemption here. Oh yeah, that's right. I originally wasn't going to cast this race, so I completely forgot to update the title. Oh no, and backspace is my timer reset. I'm not normally typing while doing this. Do I really not have mods in here? Because mods can do this. Alright, anyway, looks like an early Shrine of Darkness. Yeah, into a quick Obsidian Spear pickups. This is a really strong start here. Goof gonna bomb into this lock shop, ooh, and get a replacement ring here. And also gonna swap to Titanium Cutlass. Ring of Pain, Titanium Cutlass, and full mapping. Pretty good setup for Goof here. Meanwhile, though, Tufwfo just gonna pass up on checking that lock shop and is gonna make a push. Alright, pretty even race though. Tufwfo, despite the darkness, managing to find those quick trap doors. Very well done on his part. And both racers entering Fortissimo at roughly the same time. Tufwfo does have that, the snowbros to call it. Goof just kind of fist bumping Fortissimo there, giving him a bit of a high five, which is, you know, all in good spirits. But it's going to cost him his flawless, and he's going to miss this heal spell. Something that he really could have used last race, that's for sure. So, Tuff still on this Ring of Shadows here. Gonna be able to rob his shops. Continuing to build up a safe set of equipment here. Getting a holstered Blood Rapier for if he needs that little extra bit of regen. Glass Slippers, Quartz Armor. And, you know, the Snowbro I mentioned earlier. He's got a pickaxe that's going to let him just dig straight through to this trapdoor. Looking very nice in his build. That said, Goof does have a Cutlass, which is probably one of the safest weapons in the game. Yeah, the Waffles is correct. There is not piercing damage on the Ring of Pain. It does not do piercing. Goof with a nice quick death metal fight. It's going to pick up that Ring of Shielding. Also finding a Blood Shovel and some cookies. Can't afford the cookies at this point though, so it's just going to take the Blood Shovel and the Telecrown and leave. Has to be careful with that Telecrown. You can pop it intentionally to save time if you recognize that your exit is close to the shop. But if you take a hit at a bad moment, you can waste a lot of time. Especially like on this floor, if you were to take a hit and pop his crown here, he'd be going a long way from the exit. Gonna find a quick trapdoor though. Onto his Conga fight. No, Pain just counts as normal weapon damage. It does not do piercing or any special type of damage. Oh, interesting throw on but getting kind of trolled by the Snowbro there, so gonna lose his Ring of Shielding on Tufwfo's side. But gonna take the lead away from Goof here. Goof, who is not even gonna check his chest, probably saw that purple chest was transmute, which he doesn't really care about. Oh, wow, Goof. Very risky maneuver, just gonna take that Telemonkey, but paying off wonderfully. Going straight to the exit. You know, probably feeling confident in his safety thanks to the Cutlass, you know, with its automatic parry. Still an incredibly risky maneuver, though. Many ways you could easily die doing that. Although he does have a few layers of safety, so maybe that's that's part of what led him to make that decision. The Ring of Shielding, especially, is really nice. I think knowing that he's gotten the lead with that teleport, though, gonna ease up on it. Not gonna be doing any more YOLO teleports for the rest of this Zone 4. Darkness, though, really showing its strength here. So few enemies that Goof's having to fight here. Able to just push through straight to the exit. Pretty much every floor. And onto his Coral Riff as Tufwfo gets down to 4-3. Oh, I forgot to give the point to Tuff. Yes. Thank you. There's a loot for him. A belated loot, but better late than never. So Goof already on to Zone 5 as Tuff starts his core riff fight. Goof just going to keep pushing aggressively with this Cutlass. Nice bomb setup there for nice throw bomb setup for Tuff. Not even necessary since he's got that holstered rapier, but you know, well done nonetheless. That is you know, one of the strong points of holster. If you can carry a throwable weapon around, you can always throw against bosses and, you know, be sure that you'll be safe because you'll always have that backup weapon. But Tufwfo starting 5-2, finding a potion here. Same potion that Goof is holding right now. But yeah, it's pretty much exactly one floor difference. Goof finishing up Zone 5, going down to Deadringer as Tuff is finishing up his 5-2. Goof not going to mess around here, just doing some quick, you know, no lure strats or anything. Just a quick right side start. Cleaning up nice and easy. Cutlass saving him some damage against those Skeleton Riders. And now he is on to his Necrodancer fight. Gonna make quick work of the stage with this Blood Shovel. One hit down, or 3 hits down rather. Very nice lures. Popping his Ring of Shielding there. One more hit, and oh, Necrodancer being nice and teleporting straight towards the exit. Just gonna be a nice quick hit and exit. And in a pretty short, about 7.5 minutes real time. Sorry, I accidentally reset the timer. Goof gonna take round 2. Another very close race there. Tufwfo portion his way through his Necrodancer as Goof finishes. Another split 1-to-1 race. Man, these are some good sets I picked up today, and I managed to grab them. And the final race here, potential immediate Shriner. It's an arena and another Titanium Cutlass. Goof having demonstrated his proficiency with this weapon just a few minutes ago. I'm sure is going to be happy to see that again. That's it. Tuff with, I think, a slightly better map read, getting a carrot for his troubles as well. Though, probably going to miss this free barrel that Goof's finding for an extra Cursed Heart container. So I'd say, you know, coming out about even there. Cursed Heart container, finding a little bit of extra padding, a little bit of extra pushing power. But the carrot, you know, giving a little bit of extra restorable health and maybe mapping for a floor. Tuff with a bit of a lead here, though, killing the red dragon already. Taking his time to get his leprechaun as well. Goof dropping his multiplier just before, so isn't going to have that option. He's just going to push straight ahead. Racers even on bombs here. That's a Goof. Oh, Goof. If he's not screen watching, he might miss that Ring of Peace. That could be huge. Oh, more important, Goof missing both a potential Shrine of Darkness and a Ring of Peace. Oh, and Tufwfo again, just missing the Shrine. Unfortunately, yeah, if you see that Shriner first, you definitely take Darkness and then immediately replace it with Ring of Peace. That would be an extremely strong combo, but going to just go for the Glass Shrine here, getting a Glass Cutlass, very strong setup here. Glass Cutlass with Peace, Lucky Charm for protection against mats. Provided we don't see it break. Tufwfo is going to have a much faster run here. Also checking red, getting an Infernal Torch for a little bit of extra lighting and mapping. Certainly beats the Ring of Charisma that Goof got out of the purple chest. Cutlass is not a free Shriner kill because the Cutlass does not parry magic or ranged attacks. So there is definitely still a good amount of risk associated with going for that Shriner kill. That said, Goof, knowing he's got the the weaker build here, just gonna push really aggressively. Probably, I imagine, going to check purple here as well, try and get a better ring here, because he needs something to keep up with the... No, going to go for a red chest here. Interesting choice. That Ring of War might have been really nice, since that would put Goof above the 2 damage threshold. Under 3 damage. Let him break these crates, too, which is giving Tuff mapping in the form of telepathy and all the food in the world. So Goof really missing a big opportunity there by going for the red chest instead. Not quite sure I agree with this decision making here. Taking so much damage, hot coals everywhere. Cutlass not going to do anything to protect you against those. Potential Conjure here, maybe could try and even up the build here. Or definite Conjure, we've already seen the Arena and Shriner. Gonna find Courage, could be what he needs. Oh, getting the levitation though. Oh, nice use of charisma though. But yeah, doesn't want those boots of pain. Would put him on pretty low health, and you're not going to get too much benefit from it with this setup. Courage does help give it a little bit more use. You can courage pain into things, but oh, just getting blocked so much. But yeah, Cutlass really strong, just letting you kind of push yourself in the corners like that and get out pretty unscathed. Oh, but right as I say this, I see Tuff breaking all his glass down to a glass shard. And now, Goof, probably with the much stronger build overall. 2 damage Cutlass Courage. Definitely a build to be reckoned with. Goof doing something, I missed it, but Goof dropping his Flawless, so not going to be able to get any new equipment out of here. That said, Tufwfo does have the backup rapier in his holster, so still is not completely without usable equipment. Goof getting kind of trolled there, that crate containing a monkey. If you take luck, then you don't have to deal with that anymore, but now Goof not wanting to waste time with getting luck. Oh, Goof, there's a ham right there. He wants it so bad. He's so low on health. Oh my god, Goof. Okay, Goof almost through. Just trying to get around these last enemies, to get back to that ham, heal himself to full, and uncurse that heart container. Oh, that was such a scary situation on Goof's side. Very well handled by him. But that said, all that running around has cost him so much time. Tufwfo, despite having not the strongest build in the world, pushing way ahead of him, a full floor's difference at this point. Goof needs to put the pedal to the metal. Oh, but Goof getting confused, eating a fire pig there. Quartz armor protecting him at least a little bit, and now Tufwfo on a much stronger weapon, finding that titanium cat, which is gonna be really nice for him. Titanium cat, one of the strongest weapons in the game. Earned there for, that he could potentially use, but I think just needs to push here. Losing that pixie to that bomber, he's down to 1 hit. Spending another bomb here. Goof does not have the bombs for the Necrodancer fight. I think really should consider pushing that urn over to the right just to get some health and a little bit more pushing power, but no, just gonna push straight out. Nice swap to that Obsidian Rapier on Tufwfo's side to one-shot. Oh no, Goof! Goof! Going down! I missed it! Presumably, though, to Fortissimo 4. Oh, and now it's Tufwfo's game to finish here. not exactly the ideal build for Zone 5 with those levitation boots. Not going to be able to use the power of that conduit. It's going to make those zombies a real big pain in the butt. But he does have lots of health, lots of armor. Well, lots of armor is in quartz armor, so nothing's going to be hitting him for more than 1 heart. He's got that blast up and 6 bombs to spare if he ever needs a panic button. So he's certainly not short on options here. And he can always, you know, just scoot around these zombies like he's doing right now. Goof gonna be trying to push as hard as he can, but yeah, I think knows that he is at the mercy of Tufwfo here. Tufwfo gonna have to somehow take a nasty death here for Goof to have a chance of getting back into the game. And it's not looking entirely likely. Tufwfo also swapping off those levitation boots, finding glass slippers. Gonna give him access to that electricity again. Breaking those glass slippers, but at this point, all those do is protect against the water balls. So, pretty trivial issue here. But that said, taking so many hits here, down to 1 heart, which with that quartz armor is probably just 1 hit. Oh, but spots a potion. Oh, that is exactly what he needed. Very nice observation there. Just, yeah, that potion just barely being on the edge of his sights there. But, you know, keeping his eyes peeled, seeing it, and is going to be in a much safer spot again. Quake scroll for Tedringer here. This should be a very straightforward fight. Using Quake to open the door. Very fast fight. Not even going to check his chest. Confident that he's got the resources to finish up now. So just going to blast home bombs through the stage. Very quick, very safe. Dorian pinning the Necrodancer to the wall there. Nice lure. Another good lure. Yeah, tough on top of his lure game here. Not good positioning for this one, but 1 more hit. And it's done. Tufwfo takes the set 2-1 after a really grueling back and forth battle throughout this set. Oh, very well done, Vultures. Very well done to all 4 of the racers we've seen today. Just non-stop intensity, back and forth races all the way through. Very good show. Very glad I was able to watch them.